Congratulations on your recent Kuat purchase. We are stoked you are part of the family. Here's a quick video to help walk you through the assembly of your universal crossbar mounted deck. A few things before you get started. Read the user guide before starting the assembly. Locate and audit the provided parts. Lay them out for easier assembly. Locate 8 M6 square nuts. Install 2 M6 square nuts in both the passenger and driver side corners of the deck nose. Ensure the flat edges of each square nut is flush with the inner edge of the deck nose. Repeat this process for the deck tail. Insert the passenger and driver side deck extrusions into the nose of the deck. The Kuat logo should be positioned outward and toward the nose. Install the deck tail into the passenger and driver side extrusions. Install 2 M6 by 14 bolts and 2 M6 washers into the passenger and driver side of the nose, into previously placed M6 square nuts. Install 2 M6 by 14 bolts and M6 washers into the passenger and driver side ends of the tail, into the previously placed M6 square nuts. Locate and organize deck load bars and hardware. Depending on your specific model of universal crossbar mount, there may be up to 7 load bars. Flip the load bar over and insert 2 spacers into the T-channel opening found in the middle of the bar. Slide the spacers to align with the bolt holes at each end. Repeat for each load bar and set aside. Slide load bar T-nuts into the left and right deck frame T-channels. This will be the lower inner T-channel on the deck frame. Insert 5 into the driver's side and 5 into the passenger side. Horizontally align these T-nuts with each other. Flip load bar back over and place into position over the previously placed load bar T-nuts. Install 1 M6 by 20 flat head bolt through the load bar, spacer, and into the T-nut. Repeat for the opposite end of the load bar. Repeat for the remaining load bars. It is recommended to space out the load bars as evenly as possible, especially when you plan on carrying the max load. Fully torque the M6 by 14 frame bolts, installed during the frame assembly to 9 Newton meters. Flip the assembled deck frame over. Locate 12 crossmember T-nuts and 12 M6 by 12 bolts and washers. Insert 3 crossmember T-nuts into the T-channel located on the underside of each load bar. There will be 1 T-nut in each load bar to attach perpendicularly to the load bars. Using 3 M6x12 bolts and 3 M6 washers, attach the cross members to the underside of the load bars. Repeat these steps for the 3 other cross members. Depending on the amount of load bars on your deck, it may be necessary to stagger the cross members on the rack to ensure fit. Torque crossmember bolts to 9 Newton meters. Optional mount spacers are included for use with arrow bars or round bar crossbar. To install, simply slide each into the crossmember T-channel, approximately around the location of each crossbar. Team lift the assembled deck and flip back over. Fully torque M6x20mm flathead bolts to 9 Newton meters. Team lift the assembled deck onto the vehicle roof. Position onto crossbars in the desired location. Locate the crossbar mounting T-nuts. 2 lengths of T-nuts are provided for different crossbar sizes. Use the long T-nuts for crossbars sized 35mm to 49mm in thickness. Use the short T-nuts for crossbars sized 34mm or smaller in thickness. Slide 2 T-nuts into crossbar T-channel, 1 on each side of the crossbar. Use 2 M6x30 security bolts. Install universal mount into previously placed T-nuts. Repeat for each mount. Torque to 7 Newton meters. If you have purchased the lit nose accessory after assembly, it will be necessary to replace the front nose of your deck. Remove the 4 M6x14 bolts used to attach nose to the right and left extrusions and set them aside. Remove the factory deck nose. Remove the 4 M6 square nuts used to bolt in M6x14 bolts. Place 4 M6 square nuts into the lit nose accessory, 2 on each end of the nose. Attach the lit nose accessory. Replace the 4 M6x14 bolts, 2 for each corner. Torque frame M6x14 bolts to 9 Newton meters. Team lift the assembled deck onto the vehicle roof. Ensure deck is aligned on the top of your crossbars. Slide 2 T-nuts into crossbar T-channel, 1 on each side of the crossbar. Use 2 M6x30 security bolts. Install universal mount into previously placed T-nuts. Repeat for each mount. Torque to 7 Newton meters. We recommend a professional installation for the wiring of the deck light bar. Locate the wire harness and the wire hider sleeve. Peel the 2-sided tape from the back of the wire hider sleeve and stick along the drip molding on the passenger side or the edge of the windshield. Locate the plug end of the wire harness. Attach to the back of the nose of the deck. String wire harness down along the open side of the wire hider sleeve and into the engine compartment of your vehicle. Follow directions from your vehicle manufacturer to wire into your vehicle battery. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out by calling 877-822-5828 or by visiting kuat.com and clicking on the Contact Us button under the Support tab. And be sure to register your product using the information provided in your box. Don't forget, this product is covered by our No Worries Limited Warranty. We've got your rack and your back.